Hello there, YouTubes. I am going to show you a little bit of PvP in the last open beta weekend of The Secret World by Funcom. This is my beta character, and he's a Templar, and we're going to go to Fusang Projects, which is sort of a big 70 versus 70 versus 70 capture the points and kill each other kind of zone. So I'm going to hit P and bring up my PvP thing. Here is Fusang Projects. You can have a little blurb here about it. It's Warzone gameplay rules. So it's a persistent PvP game with no time limit. Capture and control the anima wells to gain additional respawn points. Destroy the gate turret to gain access to a facility. The defenders can repair the gate security system by interacting with the repair console at the gate. Subdue the custodian, then interact with the facility's console to take control of the facility and its custodian. So there are, let's see, a south facility, an east facility, and a west facility, and a center facility. And taking those gives you your faction a buff on, I believe, the entire world, PvE and PvP combined. This Warzone Fusang Projects, if you complete quests in there, you also get white marks of Venice that you can spend for gear. That's as opposed to the small battlefield style ones that give you black marks of Venice. Like there's one for Stonehenge and one for El Dorado currently open. But let's go ahead and do Fusang Projects. When you go in, you pick what type of uniform you'd like. So everybody in the faction is in one of three uniforms. The high-powered weaponry one, which buffs basically DPS. Then there's a reinforced armor, which is basically a tank. And then integrated anima circuits, which is basically a healing. And so I'm going to go ahead and do the DPS one and enter the war zone. Let's see what's up. So the open beta weekends, the first 2 weekends of it were Templar only. So there are a lot more Templar in this setting than there would normally be in a real game. So the Templar have people sort of outnumbered. But because of that, recently I was just in Fusang Projects, and it seemed like a lot of the Templars had gotten bored.
Welcome to China and to Fusang Projects.
And had actually wandered off, so the Illuminati were making a pretty big push. So this is my little login area. You can see there's an exit to Agartha, the travel hub. You've got a mission terminal. It looks like I can now pick up Capture Anima Well. So there are anima wells that you can capture, which open up respawn points around the zone. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And then there's eliminate 10 enemies. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And the one I haven't done yet is capture facility, and that's in progress. But I haven't done that because earlier when I was in here, Templar already had all 3 facilities. So here's a respawn point. Like if the entire zone is taken, I think you end up respawning here. Let's take a quick look at the map. So I am up here in the north. These little white spots are I think my teammates, Templar teammates, and the red spots are places that the Templar control. The green spots are places that the Dragon control. So it looks like the Dragons have the West Well 2 and Center Well 3. So this opens up respawn points for them in this area, and now they've got Center Well 2. The Illuminati have Center Well 1 and West Well 1, and East Well 2 and East Well 1, and North Well 3 and North Well 1. So yeah, I think all the all of the Templars sort of got bored and wandered off, and so now a bunch of Illuminati have come in and are kicking butt. So we'll see if we can do something about it. I haven't exactly figured out what everything means here. There's these big things here. I think that means that somebody's fighting somebody here. So at least it looks like there's at least one Templar over here fighting possibly with some dragons. Looks like most of my guys are either clustered here regrouping or clustered here getting ready to attack Center Well 1 fighting with the Loomies. So anyway, that's the map. It's a pretty big map. It's pretty fun too, so let's get in there and see what we can do. Now, I've only done this a little bit, and I am not the major type of PvP guy, so I'm sure I will look like a complete noob, and but you know, what the heck. I'm also not super familiar with the map yet, so I may end up just sort of wandering around lost quite a bit. I'm not exactly sure which of these things that look like alleys on the mini-map actually allow you to run through them and which don't. But even though I'm a noob at PvP, the one thing I know is that you don't want to be caught alone. So I'm going to head for people. And here are people. So the Templars are in white and red. And these are my peeps. You can see this guy's got the tank Templar armor, so you can see what that looks like. A lot of us are in the DPS armor. There's some dragons and Loomies fighting. Kill them. Gonna try and AoE me to death, but choose to play that game. Pop a potion. And these are the spots that you click on to capture the well. You can see it's red here now. You click on that, one person does that, this anima statue, and there's a timer that you need. Once you capture these wells, you can then use these little teleport things to teleport directly above them. And now we can respawn here. So you can see that's where I just teleported up to this area. And now we can respawn here if we're getting our butt kicked down here. I'm not exactly sure where everybody is and going, but I smell dragon meat. So let's go get this guy. Down he goes. That was a little painful. And here's the Break my CC, duck out of the way, get some heals. Wait for reinforcements. Oh, look. All sorts of Illuminati. More coming up behind us. Trying to pick off a straggler. You think you're crafty, you're going to jump back down behind us. Just being crafty, there's an awful lot of Illuminati down there. Pop my defensive cooldown and get out of town. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna leave a mark. That's an awful lot of Illuminati. Look at them in their gas masks, thinking they're all bad and stuff. Well, they are. 12 on 1 at least. So here's that place that we captured earlier that gave us a respawn point in the central area where we could fight with these guys and be in close to the facilities. So now we're gonna try and figure out where to go and try and get regrouped a bit. My sprint. Send off a report because I helped capture a well. See if I can help this guy. Black hole. Defensive cooldown and back up a bit for wait for reserves. And we got a big chunk of us. This dude's just gonna run right in like it's crazy. And we will reap the benefits of doing so. Is that the same guy zerging up there again? Was. Check here, that mission that I turned in for capturing an anima well, that hourglass means it's still on cooldown for 24 minutes. Charge out here. Killed. I don't really have a feel yet for how tough I am in PvP because I've only been doing PvE and my build's reasonably tanky in PvE, but I think I'm less so wearing this DPS uniform. That, and of course there was 4 or 5 guys after me there, but... So I got kicked back out into the suburbs, so let's see what's going on. If we take a look here, the center sites, where the action is, are now controlled by the Illuminati or the Dragon. So that's why I was pushed back out to the north well, as a lot of my brethren are also being pushed out. This will be a lot more fun when I have my guildmates and friends in here and we're all on Mumble together and we can be a little bit more coordinated. But right now I'm just sort of running around trying to get a feel for things, get a feel for the map and whatnot. That, and like I said, I'm not much of a PvP guy, so I'm just happy not to be getting totally killed all the time here. Speaking of totally killed. That's what happens when you're outnumbered. I don't know where this guy's going, but I like how he thinks. Once more into the breach. This is going to be one of those situations where you're around the corner and there's 50 Illuminati, but that's alright. Totally worth it. One of the Templars activated the Facility Guardian by shooting it. I'm not necessarily sure that's the proper plan. Hello. And with traps going, it's getting a little laggy for me, so but we got that guy right for our side. Well, rather than jump back down in that hole right at the moment, I think I'm going to cut it there. I don't think the graphics are quite optimized yet, so things get a little laggy for me, especially trying to run fraps down in a target-rich environment like that was. So anyway, there's your look at Fusang, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.